I have worked with young adults. I would say that that comes under the age group of 17 to 28, 29, give or take. There's no exact science here. I actually work with people from the age of 15, but for today, I'm particularly talking about this age group of young adults. And it's an age group that I love working with because it's a time when young people are embarking on intimate relationships, building other relationships, building a career. And it's a time when confidence, self-worth, value, which, I put all under self-esteem, is super important for them to build and to grow. And I'm very passionate about helping people to change the course of their lives so that they're spiraling upwards rather than spiraling downwards. And often when I'm working with older people, and indeed even myself, I've been working in the personal development industry and growth and expansion for over 10 years, and I've done a huge amount of work on myself. And there's a lot of what I know now that I kind of, if I had known this when I was in my young adult years, would have been life changing. And so I'm wanting to help people to spiral upwards rather than spiral downwards. And when I work with older people, that they often have compulsions that are really strong and addictive, and indeed young adults can have that too. But the earlier that you understand them and break them, and understand what's happening, the better. Mainstream programming is rife, and people lose themselves on the way, or have known them, or have never really known themselves or who they are and what their value is. So we all need somebody in our lives that has to be able to reflect back to us what is going on. We're not always self-aware enough to be able to see what's going on. So the five key reasons that a young adult ought to build their self-esteem. The first one is relationship to self, which is foundational. It is foundational to everything in your life. And relationship to self is about knowing yourself, knowing your worth, knowing your value, taking responsibility, knowing what your boundaries are, being able to establish clear boundaries in relationship, knowing what is your patterns and where you get triggered, and how to heal those patterns that have been a part of your life since your childhood. So there's a lot in it, but the first important reason is to build that relationship to self. The second is to build resilience, which is our ability to deal with the ups and downs of life. And depending on what we've experienced, we have a way of dealing with things which is not always helpful. So we're learning with young adults and all the time, of course, but particularly with this age group, resilience. The third is for your own growth and expansion, to increase your self-awareness, to understand your perceptions, your projections, to have, so that you can have a better experience of life, be more fulfilled, less limited, taking responsibility for yourself, moving to a place of presence and acceptance and knowing what is, making choices from that place. The fourth reason is for your mental and physical health. So there's labels can cause a lot of damage. We get lost in labels as we identify with them. But, we're really talking about learning understanding how your mind works, how your experience is created, and moving through the struggles that you have in life with perhaps anxiety or depression, knowing having strategies to help you move through that. Again, it all ties into relationship to self here as well. But also your physical health will be impacted by this, because it is all holistic. We are all one. And the last point is in terms of creation. So this age we are accessing our intuition, we're accessing our creative genius, we're learning how to trust ourselves, we're learning how to bust through ceilings, we're learning how to go out and create what we want to create in our business, for our career, it could be hobbies, it could be experiences, it could be writing a book, it could be art, but actually bringing into fruition your own creative genius and your own creative expression. So when we work on the other areas, this becomes the kind of result of that. So I'm going to leave that there. If you would like to comment on the clip, send me an email, visit my website, margotgeorge.com, where you can get to read my blog and get my newsletter, which will be sent out regularly to you. So thank you.